Hey everyone, what is going on? It is K2 Investing here. My name is Karen, and in this video I want to go over my overall payout for the month of January 2021. It is definitely my biggest month yet when you compare my dividends and my trading together. And honestly, when I look at the numbers, I'm a little surprised with how much I was able to make. So it's definitely a very good month for me here in January. Real quick, as always, a quick portfolio review. Currently sitting at $40,106.51. On the day, up about 0.5%. On the week, up over 5%. On the month, over 9%. 3 months, 21%. 1 year, 19%. And overall, almost 23%. So definitely seeing some huge gains here if you look at this graph of just how much I've been able to bounce back since COVID and continue with my day trading. Jumping into the spreadsheets here, I use Google Sheets to track everything, and up on the screen is my dividend payout for the month of January. Going left to right, I have the date, the stock ticker symbol, the price per share that gets paid out, how many shares I own, and then the total when you times those two together, Robinhood being green and Webull being blue. Going down here, looking at the totals, the previous total is 0 since it is the first of the year. The orange represents for the month, 87.46. And then my year-to-date total, because it is January, only counting that 1 month, 87.46. Again, keeping my averages together, year-to-date average at 87.46. So as the months go on, we'll see how that goes. I did sell some of my long-term dividend investing holdings, but overall, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference, maybe $20 a month or so, because right now I am really focusing on day trading. So I wanted to get out of a few that weren't the greatest when I first originally started with my portfolio and use those funds for a different stock that pays out on a monthly basis for dividends. It just isn't as high as the other one. So it's going to affect that a little bit, but I'm expected to stay right around $100 within $20 or so throughout the months for 2021. Now going into day trading, this is where I made it huge here in the month of January. So this is not the greatest tracking system here. It looks pretty basic, pretty boring. But going left to right, I have the date. I have the amount of money I bought in for, and then the amount of money I sold for. So for example, that very first one here, Tesla, was a little bit cheaper. I actually bought it on the 31st, and I was able to get 13 shares at $9,179.62, and then I ended up selling it for $9,353.50, giving me that payout total of $173.88, a fee, the small fee that Robinhood charges at 21 cents, giving that overall total of $173.67. So that was just for one trade. Every single line here represents one trade that I took in the month of January. So going down along here, you can see I took quite a few trades on the 4th and the 5th and the 6th, the 7th, going on down. And then there was a time between the 12th and the 25th I wasn't trading. So even with that big gap, I was still able to make $2,019.45. So I hit over $2,000, which is huge. My overall goal eventually, if this ever works out, is for me to actually make about $6,000 a month. Because if you factor in taxes, I could live off that. And that's something that is my overall goal. So it's nice to see that just starting to day trade since roughly October of 2020 that I've already been able to make $2,000 in a month. Now, with that being said, it is February right now and it's been the first week and I'm not doing that great. It's not horrible. I probably made about 200 so far, but definitely not as much as where I was at this time in January. So it is going to be up and down, especially while I'm currently deployed and out of the country. So it doesn't make it prime time for me to be able to trade every single day, but I am going to try my best here. But again, very proud of that. $2,000 is a huge milestone for me. Another thing I do is I track on a monthly basis my payouts for my dividend, my trading, and then those two added together. So here on this dividend tab, you have 2019 and 2020. You can see the differences in the payouts also by quarter, because I do own quite a few stocks that pay out on a quarterly basis, not necessarily a monthly basis. Going from 2019 to 2020 here, you can see basically doubling my averages and my totals. And then 2021, all by its lonesome, just for the month of January, totaling that $87.46. For trading, going down here, starting in 2020, I sort of dabbled with a really small amount of money starting in May. You can see in June I made over 100, and then again, it wasn't until October when I was actually quarantined where I really was able to trade, and I was over that $25,000 threshold that I needed to be able to day trade freely. I was able to make quite a bit more money, except for November. That was a month I couldn't trade very often, but October over 700, December almost 700, and then now in January seeing that 2,000 is huge. Already just for the month of January, I almost made just as much as for the entire year of 2020. So that's an exciting number to see. Now combining those two totals here, going over to January, $2,106 for the entirety of January 2021. And again, the totals for 2020 sitting at almost $3,500. So January alone, almost hitting that threshold of what I've made entirely in 2020. So that's my quick recap for you guys here in a month of January 2021. I really appreciate everyone's patience and understanding while I am currently out of the country. My goal is to make one video per week, but because of the current situation, I'm only able to do it about once a month. I do want to make more videos for you guys as time becomes available, and I'm going to keep doing my monthly updates at the very least, but I do plan on doing my taxes in April, and I wanted to make a 2020 review video, and I think I'm going to wait until I do taxes so I can really break it down and tell you guys exactly how much I made and what I had to pay back to the government during that time. So just because I made so much money within 2020 doesn't mean I'm actually going to get that money, because you do have to pay taxes on everything that you earn. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can make sure you don't miss that video. Just in general, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up. And if you want to follow along with this journey that I'm on in investing, hopefully learn a thing or two along the way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm so fortunate to have as many subscribers that I do. I hope here in the very near future I'll be able to give you guys more content. But as I go along, I'm going to do what I can for you. Either way, I just really appreciate all the feedback and everything I'm getting from you guys. So I hope your January 2021 was better than anything in 2020. It probably wasn't that hard. We're still in the grips of that pandemic, but hopefully someday in 2021 especially, we get to have some sort of normalcy again. Anyway, guys, until next time, as always, I hope you stay green, you stay classy, and you make your moves with that kinetic knowledge. Take it easy.